everyone. I just wanted to come on here and thank every single one of you for your support, taking the time and effort out of your day to be there and cheer me on with the other girls. It means so much, especially at this time of the year. I couldn't thank you more, and I had such a fun time playing here in Auckland, and I hope I can be back next year.
Aryna Sabalenka just had the most unexpected reaction to Eala breaking into the WTA top 50 for the first time in her career. The two-time Australian Open champion didn't hold back when asked about the Filipino star's meteoric rise following her ASB Classic semifinal run. What Sabalenka said has everyone talking, revealing a fascinating insight into how elite players view the next generation climbing the rankings. Do you think Eala can reach the top 20 by the end of 2026, or is the top 50 her ceiling? Share your predictions in the comments.
Oh, what a point from Eala. Outstanding court coverage. The wheels in full motion there. My, oh my, that is impressive. Ridiculous tennis from Eala.
Eala just achieved something that seemed impossible 12 months ago. She's now ranked number 49 in the world, officially breaking into the WTA top 50 for the first time in her career. That's a massive milestone that puts her among the elite players on the planet. To put it in perspective, this time last year, Eala was ranked 138th globally, grinding through ITF events, the minor leagues of professional tennis, playing for modest prize money in front of small crowds, hoping for a breakthrough. Now she's 49th, rubbing shoulders with Grand Slam champions and Olympic medalists. Her breakthrough came at the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, a WTA 250 event that turned into her coming-out party. She didn't just participate, she dominated her way to the semifinals, taking down quality opponents and proving she belongs at this level. Her quarterfinal match against Poland's Magda Linette was particularly impressive, as Linette has been ranked as high as 19th in the world and reached the semifinals of the 2023 Australian Open. Beating her in straight sets showed the composure and shot-making that separates good players from great ones.
Oh, what a point from Eala. Outstanding court coverage. The wheels in full motion there. My, oh my, that is impressive. Ridiculous tennis from Eala.
In the semifinals, Eala faced Wang Xie of China. Wang played an incredible match and ultimately ended Eala's run, but reaching the semifinals was more than enough to push her into the WTA top 50. While top seed Alina Svitolina went on to win the tournament, the real story in Auckland was the Filipino phenom who had officially announced her arrival on the global stage.
Eala, the fourth seed, lays down a marker. Lets the rest of the field know that she is a true contender here at the ASB Classic, through to the quarterfinals in dominant fashion. 6-love, 6-2. Eala marches on to the final 8.
Yeah, what a strong showing there.
Eala's semifinal run lifted her one spot from her previous career-high ranking of 50, finally kicking down the door she had been knocking on for so long. Her rise has been steady, methodical, and built on real results rather than a single lucky tournament. What made this milestone even more remarkable was the reaction from two-time Australian Open champion Aryna Sabalenka, who praised Eala during a pre-tournament press conference in Melbourne. "This girl is unbelievable," Sabalenka said, recalling how she had followed Eala since her junior days at the Rafa Nadal Academy. Everyone knew she was special, but to see her achieve this on the WTA Tour so quickly is rare. Most players take years to break into the top 50. She did it in essentially one season of real tour-level events. Sabalenka continued, noting that Eala doesn't play scared. She goes for her shots. She competes as she belongs. And that mentality is the hardest thing to teach. She has it. Coming from Sabalenka, a player who knows exactly what it takes to dominate at the highest level, this praise carries enormous weight. She added that while reaching the top 50 is impressive, the real challenge begins there, where talent alone isn't enough. Consistency, mental toughness, and managing expectations will determine whether Eala can continue her climb toward the top 20. That's not shade, it's reality. Sabalenka is highlighting what every player experiences when breaking into the top 50. The competition intensifies exponentially, and maintaining that ranking demands a whole new level of commitment. Eala's rise is even more remarkable considering the context of women's tennis in the Philippines, a country where basketball dominates and tennis lacks the infrastructure, funding, and national attention seen in places like the United States, Spain, or Australia. For her to break through from such a background makes her achievement historic. She is doing something no Filipino player has ever done at this level and is creating a path where none existed. Her training at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca has been pivotal, providing her with world-class coaching and access to an elite performance environment designed to develop future champions. Eala has been sharpening her skills against top-level competition, and Nadal himself has reportedly given her tips during practice sessions. When one of the greatest players in tennis history takes time to share knowledge with you, it can accelerate your development dramatically. After her breakthrough at the ASB Classic, Eala went straight to Melbourne to continue preparing for the Australian Open, competing in the invitational Kooyong Classic, an exclusive exhibition event designed to provide match practice and fine-tuning before the Grand Slam. Only 4 WTA players were invited this year, including Eala, which shows how seriously the tennis world is taking her rise. Invitations like this aren't handed out lightly. Organizers only select players who are expected to draw fans and attention. The other invitees included Dana Vekic from Croatia, a 2024 Wimbledon semi-finalist and Olympic silver medalist, Priscilla Hahn from Australia, giving the local crowd someone to cheer for, and Daniela Hantuchova from Slovakia, a 42-year-old former star and multiple Grand Slam mixed doubles champion, adding experience and nostalgia. Notably, Eala had already beaten Vekic at the ASB Classic, making her rematch at the Kooyong Classic an exciting test against a proven top-level player with 4 WTA titles and a career-high ranking of 17. Eala didn't just defeat Vekic once, she beat her twice within a week, demonstrating clear improvement between their first 3-set battle and the second, a straight sets victory. That rapid growth is exactly what has caught the attention of players like Sabalenka. Winning once through grit and determination is one thing, but defeating the same quality opponent more convincingly days later by making adjustments and executing better is a hallmark of an elite competitor. Sabalenka's reaction also sparked conversations among other WTA players during practice sessions in Melbourne, with some viewing Eala as a serious threat who could disrupt draws and challenge established players, while others see her as a boon to the sport, injecting fresh energy, a compelling story, and drawing millions of new fans from the Philippines. The Filipino community has remarkably rallied behind Eala, traveling in numbers to support her in Auckland and set to have an even bigger presence in Melbourne. That kind of passionate, engaged fan base is exactly what tennis thrives on, creating electric atmospheres and excitement. Even Dana Vekic commented on the support after facing Eala, noting how the traveling fans brought genuine energy, spent money, and generated buzz that tournament organizers love. The big question now is whether Eala can sustain this success, or if this rise is just the beginning. Is Eala a flash in the pan destined to fade into obscurity? The evidence strongly suggests she's the real deal. Her rise hasn't relied on a single magical tournament, but has been the result of steady improvement across multiple events. She reached the semi-finals of the Miami Open last year, defeating Iga Swiatek along the way, and made her first WTA final at Eastbourne, consistently competing at a high level against top opponents. Her game translates well across surfaces and conditions, making her far from one-dimensional. Eala's serve is improving. Her ground strokes are powerful and consistent, her movement is excellent, and her mental game already shows maturity beyond her 20 years. Comparisons to Emma Raducanu's brief surge followed by struggles aren't fair, as Raducanu faced immense pressure immediately after her U.S. Open breakthrough, whereas Eala's rise has been gradual, sustainable, and built on consistent results. Sabalenka's comments about the top 50 being where the real challenge begins are spot on. Breaking into the top 50 is one thing, but staying there and moving higher demands a completely different level of excellence. In this tier, every opponent is dangerous, every match is a battle, and margins for error are razor thin. Physical conditioning is crucial due to the intensity and volume of matches, while mental toughness becomes decisive under constant pressure. This is where Eala's training at the Nadal Academy could make a real difference, as the program focuses not only on technical skill, but also on the mental and physical demands of elite competition, preparing players to handle the challenges at the highest level. Eala's training at the Nadal Academy has prepared her to handle pressure, recover between matches, and maintain focus over long tournaments. The Australian Open will be her first real test of performing on a Grand Slam stage, with expectations on her shoulders. Last year, she fell in the first round of qualifying. This year, she's guaranteed a spot in the main draw, a massive step forward, but one that comes with pressure. Filipino fans will expect her to win. The media will scrutinize her every move, and opponents will study her game for weaknesses. Based on what we've seen, she's likely ready. Her composure in big moments has been remarkable. In Miami against Swiatek, she played to win rather than just exist on the same court as a champion. That fearlessness is rare and invaluable. Equally impressive is how she's handled the spotlight. Humble, grateful, and focused on continuous improvement instead of hype. She credits her family for keeping her grounded, emphasizes work over results, and recognizes how much she still has to learn, an attitude that will serve her well as expectations rise. The best players like Sabalenka know that breaking into the top 50 is just the beginning, not the destination. Looking ahead, Eala's ranking trajectory is set for further gains. With minimal points to defend from lower-level events last year, every win at bigger tournaments will significantly boost her ranking. By consistently reaching quarterfinals and semifinals, she could crack the top 30 by mid-year, and with a few WTA titles, the top 20 is entirely realistic. Sabalenka's reaction to Eala's rise highlights the respect and attention she's already commanding on the tour. Eala's breakthrough also sheds light on the current culture in women's tennis. Top players generally support emerging talent rather than feel threatened by it, recognizing that new stars bring fresh storylines and expand the sport's audience. That doesn't mean they'll go easy on her. Sabalenka would dominate if they met on court, but off the court, there's genuine respect and encouragement for what Eala is accomplishing. The Australian Open will be fascinating to watch. Her draw will be key. A favorable first-round matchup could see her advance to the third or fourth round, while facing a top seed early would serve as a valuable learning experience. Regardless of specific results, her trajectory is clear. Eala is here to stay. She isn't a fleeting feel-good story. She is a legitimate contender who will make noise on the WTA Tour for years to come. When someone like Aryna Sabalenka, a multiple Grand Slam champion, praises your game with genuine enthusiasm, it signals how seriously the tennis world is taking your arrival. Eala has cracked the top 50, and Sabalenka confirmed what everyone is thinking. This is just the beginning. The question now is, who will go further at the Australian Open, Eala or Sabalenka?